welcome back. Today what I got to do on my car is make this is the drip edge on my son's car. Comes down and then it kicks down, and it's the final part of the drip edge there in the corner on the driver's side. So come over here to mine and you can see this is a very very strong magnet. Mine was very rusted and was gone. They got the new quarter on here, comes up, and I had to fabricate this piece, and what I've got is fits in there real nice. I got a couple big holes on the bottom of it so I can run a little weld. This is going to be right on the quarter, so it's nice and flat. But what I've done is I've got that magnet, as you saw. See if I can I don't know if I can do this again. I put this on here like so. It really holds the part very, very well, and you can maneuver this. Anyway, I'll shove that up, and then I can get a weld here in the top. This will be up further, a little tack or two, and then come on the bottom and then tap it a little more flush, and that'll be done. So it tapers. I'll probably do a little grinding because it'll be a drop off, and I'll weld that as well and then grind on it, and it'll look like it naturally drops off. I think my other side, I'm not real sure, but I think the other side is fine. Yeah, the other side's fine. It drops off a little bit, but yeah, it's all good. Comes down a lot further. I'm not sure what the drip edge, where it stops, but I've got to make it longer. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do today. I'll probably put it on time lapse while I set it and get it all ready to go, and then when I weld it. So that's what's on the agenda for today, and then get that done, grind a little bit, get it finished. I think this is all ready to go as far as another good coat of primer. I believe this, I still need to do a little bit more work. Yeah, it's a little high. So anyway, I just hadn't sanded it yet, but of course this was a brand new door and had dings in it. So I'll probably get this whole side and up on the sail panel reprimed again today. So we'll see how it all looks. Okay, she is done. I will grind that, and of course that gets seam sealer down in there, but I'll grind that flat. It's tacked there, it's tacked underneath both of the holes, and in the front and in the back, so it's not going anywhere. I'll get in there and grind that flat, grind this seam here flat, and we should be good to go. It looks like it already kind of drops down here, so just getting that ground off nice should be fine. Then, like I say, it's have some seam sealer down through there, so at least that's a major part of it done. So I mean, it all gets covered up, of course. This has a big, wide, probably two-piece. I think on a lot of the Ford Mustangs it's like a three-piece thing that goes in there, but And I'll tap all this down. Now that it's welded, it'll give, it'll pivot off of those points and go flat. And then I might have to grind a little bit of it to make it smooth. And then, like I say, it's a piece or chrome or trim or something that goes over that holds the rubber, I guess, for the windows. So it is all covered up. You do see all this out here, of course, but that should do it for that. So now I'm just going to finish the sanding and probably grind that a little bit, because then I'll prime, get a little coat of primer on it. So that'll be next on my agenda today. So okay, got this side all primed again with the big panel that went in there. I'll get the flashlight and do the flashlight trick here before I call it done. It's just where you, yeah, I can see a little bit of imperfection there. Rest of it looks good. There's a little imperfection there, but that's how I do it. That's how we do it anyway. Got that done, primed. I have to get that sanded again. The rest of it looks pretty good. I will, of course, have to sand it all again. This up here looks good. Of course, this panel, the whole plug is fiberglass, and this whole lip here is fiberglass, and then this is metal. It's tied into it, and then of course all that's new metal. This side looks good as well. There's a spot. I knew there was a spot here. Yeah, there's a little, looks like that comes out a little bit. I loaded that up real good to see if any of that could be filled, because it was just slightly lower. When I sanded it, it had still some rough sand in a little crater. That looks like that's got a little bit of a crater there too. It's kind of hard to tell. This is looking pretty good. Corner actually looks pretty decent. Of course, the rocker gets covered up, but this outer edge here, it still has some little gaps where it was welded. So I'll have to fix that and that too. I'm probably going to take doors off. That's probably the next thing I'm going to do today, is go ahead and take doors off. I did not paint this door today, so I'll have to do some more work on it. But it's a new, I can't remember if this is a new door or not a new door. No, I don't think, no, it's got some undercoating in there from the factory probably. And it looks like that's been bent around. I never noticed that before. Yeah, that's probably to put a big speaker in. We can see over there it's a much smaller hole. I know that's a new door. And this one's almost identical, but it is used. But very, very nice condition. I am surprised at how rust-free this door is. So the bottom is really nice condition. Oh, there's a plug there I forgot to get out. But I will. So, another good coat of primer on there, which it's the high build primer, so any little imperfections in the new body panels, it helps take care of that. Sometimes you have to get a hammer and dolly out, and sometimes you have to put, like up here where I had to, you can see the little discoloring. I had to actually put a skim coat. This one shows even better. A little skim coat of filler. But the bodywork on the car was really nice. Nice gaps and everything on the fenders, doors. I think the fenders I've had were metal 70. So hopefully the ones I get from Janik will be just as nice. Hey, welcome to Clark's Place. Just a real quick video on this is the piece of, I guess, exhaust clamp holder that I got, I think, through Classic Industries, I believe. Where this goes is, I think we've talked about this before. There it is, screwed in. There's 4 bolts that stick through on the body, and then you put a bolt or a screw through on this side. As you can see, it sticks through for this. There's the screw that holds it in place, so you can push on this and they won't back out unless you have somebody on the inside holding it. And then this just goes on there like so. Of course I'll have to tap it on there, but there's one on the right side, passenger side, for single exhaust. And if you've got a dual exhaust car, big block or something like that, this is what you're going to have already in. But if you're switching something over, which I am doing because I'm doing a Daytona tribute, you have to put the bracket here for the dual exhaust, which there are little dimples to guide you in drilling it out. So I think what I'm going to have to do is loosen this so this wiggles a little bit, so that'll go on there better. What I did is I painted this white, since my car is going to be Y2 yellow, and I sprayed the body over primer, the white. So I put this on there. When I do more priming, everything's covered underneath paint, and then of course I'll seal it since it's a light color. So that was what I wanted to just show you. Just making sure that all the pieces are covered before I mount it on there permanently. So just working on the bottom now, here and there. I did the same thing on the frame connectors. As you can see, a black overspray underneath there, all on the inside here and on the outside. All this was painted black first, just so it has a good coating. You know, it's going to be 50, 100 years, whatever, before this will probably cause rust, and I'm sure I'm not going to be around that long. So anyway, just want a little update on putting the exhaust hanger for dual exhaust and what you need to make sure you do, because I didn't want to just put this bare metal up against it. This is liable to start corroding, and I didn't want that. So that should do it, and till next time, bye bye.